Javed Abdi Foundation, JAF, which also stands for Journalism, Advocacy and Fun. Please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, like, comment, and share.
Coming back into actually using whatever little data is available. Now, the thing is that most people tend to prefer the census, and I'm not any different. As a layperson, I prefer the census because it kind of asks everybody. I prefer census information to, let's say, NSSO information, though the last NSSO did throw up, a lot of new facets to the disability experience which have never been captured before. Though I have doubts about, how exactly it's been measured, because um, there seem to be huge lapses. But let me tell you two things. One is, during the 12th 5-year plan, or was it the 11th, whichever, the last one before all the 5-year plans got jumped. um, I remember preparing this kind of policy note on what should happen as far as mental health is concerned. And at that point of time, I sat with the old census, so that is the 2001 census data. 2011, of course, was not out as yet. And at that point of time, I just took what were the 50 uh, districts in India which had the most number of people who had reported with mental disability. Now, given that it was the 2001 census, it did not even have, the kind of distinction of mental illness and what was called mental retardation or learning disability of any kind. So, but either way, from a policy point of view, it really doesn't make a difference, because it still boils down to things like psychiatrists and kind of even if it's evaluating somebody with a learning disability, it'll all still kind of land back at the psychiatrist's desk, really speaking. Um, so I took a look at how many now in India the mental health, as far as the entire country is concerned, is rolled out. So these services are rolled out through what is called the National Mental Health Program. And in the National Mental Health Program, the way in which this has functioned was literally to pick a few districts in a bunch of different states, and to trial it out. And the whole thing boiled down to the very basic unit of health in the country, which is the PHC. And the whole model was, since we are so short of psychiatrists in the country, the whole model was about how to empower your local doctor at the PHC, and to train that person to be able to handle at least basic mental health issues and basic stuff. And if need be, if it's something beyond the person's kind of bandwidth, so to speak, to refer the person who has a mental health issue to the district hospital for further, more specialized psychiatrist intervention. Now, that was what was supposed to happen, except that the districts that were chosen weren't any of the districts which were part of what the census had shown, which had the most number of people with mental health issues. Now, you're either way picking and choosing a bunch of districts to, kind of trial this whole thing. And later on, they, of course, expanded it immensely. But when you're doing that, and when you have data, and it's the only data you have, but still, it's striking enough that, okay, these are the 50 most, 50 top districts which have the most prevalence of people, according to the census, with some kind of quote unquote mental disability. And unfortunately, nobody really looked at that. So you just pick districts at random. I really don't know how they actually chose it. But my thinking would be that why would you not go to a place where you are needed most? And yet, despite the fact that whatever paltry data is available, that is again not being used for further policy decisions and for programs, really speaking, which are being rolled out.
JAF is a youth led initiative. We deeply appreciate the support of all our interns and volunteers. Thank you. You can follow us on Facebook at Javed Abdi Foundation, and you can tweet us at Rishad Shamir.